You left.
Huh?
So I thought you left.
No, I actually did it.
Oh, you did it.
I went both sides. I went that way and then I came back around from that way and then I went back that way and walked around. I conquered a fear.
Did you do it without your sandals?
No,
Nah.
not on the trail. I'm surprised I ain't wearing no sneakers. Now I walk around here like you. I walk here, but not on the trail.
Okay.
If I had been on the trail before, I would probably do it, but not. I don't think I would do this one. My favorite trail is the one. I don't know if you've ever been. I think it's called Shadow Park.
Yeah.
You've been out to Shadow.
Yeah.
I like Shadow Park because the trails are it's clean.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's where I usually go. I'll go walk out there, but like I said, I've been trying different parts just to see. I like them. This is more nature field, so I like this one a little bit better because of the nature.
Yeah. That's why I like that trail.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. You remind me so much of one of my cousins and my aunt.
Wow.
You look like you could be her son. You from here?
Nah, New York.
New York. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born in Brooklyn, raised in Harlem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long you been here?
6 years.
You like it, or you want to go home?
Now I don't like New York no more, but
Okay.
I came here really to get away from friends, people, noise,
Yeah.
all that, and be more close to animals and water and nature. And
Yeah.
I've been out here 6 years single, and then I finally met someone about 10 months ago.
Okay. It's been going good.
And to me, it's been beautiful. It's been a challenge.
Okay.
Like she opened me up to things I thought I had already pretty much mastered and controlled.
Okay.
But
You learned that you still got a little work.
yeah, a little more healing to do, which not a lot, but a little bit. But
Okay.
I mean, I feel like I received more healing as far as that part from meeting her.
Yeah.
It's just more so, I guess, giving her patience to heal now.
Yeah.
Because I came out here for
That's
nature.
beautiful. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
So,
Be able to do it with the partner because typically our partner they mirror us,
yeah.
and then we get to see the things that we need to heal.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I want her to see that, just because we had a little argument and you had a misunderstanding and I felt abandoned by you acting that way,
Yeah.
I said a few words that I felt was me just being in my defense mechanism, like,
Yeah.
oh, he trying to abandon me. Well, you know what? Fuck you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
but really, I ain't mean it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Just like I get fed up with constantly meeting somebody and then get treated like I was nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm giving her patience at least that, she don't want to talk to me, answer my call me, it's okay, but use that time to at least heal and, realize that I'm not here to harm you.
Right.
I'm here to be one with you, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Well, I
but,
think you're on the right track, and if she is really if she's meant for you, she will return,
yeah,
and it'll be even more
yeah,
beautiful, because then you'll be able to sit back and say, "This is what we went through. We overcame this, and this is how we can overcome things in the future." Because we all have things.
yeah,
I've been with
facts.
my husband for 30. I stopped counting. I think it's 34, 35 years now, something
Wow.
like that.
So you've been with him longer than you've been with your job. That's
Yep.
good.
Yep, I've been with him longer than my job. We have 2 kids. They're grown. They have children. We got 7 grandchildren. And I feel like at this time of my life, I'm actually healing through my grandchildren. Because I left my job at the beginning of the year, and my son um, got himself into a little bit of stuff where he couldn't make his car payment. So
Okay.
his car was going to get repossessed, and then I helped him stop that. But there was a part of me that didn't want to do that because his older brother had gone through that. He saw him go through that, and I'm like, you saw him go through that. You know what my thing is. Talk to me and tell me before they come
Yeah.
pick up the car.
Yeah.
You knew that it was going to happen, and so I had like that fork in the road. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
And I decided to go ahead and do it, but he had to pay me back, and so he's working more hours, which means that the kids were out for the summer. Three of the 7, they were out for the summer, and they're boys, and they got a lot of energy, and they're a lot of work. But I decided to stop my own healing journey
Hmm.
and tend to them. And in the beginning, it was really, really tough because that's not what I wanted to be doing,
Hmm.
you know. But it was so beautiful. we did.
Which means it was still part of the healing
It was
journey.
still a part of my healing.
Yeah.
It was watching them grow, and watching what I feel like the dysfunction that they have in both of their parents not doing what me and my husband did. We just figured it out. You know,
Yeah.
we said nobody's going to be better than what we already have.
Yeah.
So when we have arguments, we take a step back. And I've always been very mature. And so I will look, we can't talk right now because we're saying things that we really don't mean. So let's pause. And when we can talk to each other like human beings, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And so early on, at first he was like, but his mother was very involved. And so she sat him down and said, she is a good person. Like, if you don't want to deal with that, you're going to be dealing with all these wretched women. So you really take a look at what you have. And when she's talking to you and telling you, I can't sit back and defend you when she's right.
Yeah.
And so that happened early on in our relationship. And because of her and her wisdom at the time when we were younger, that's how we went through our life. When we had our things, he would call her and talk to her. I could call her and talk to her. I had my mom. I could call and talk to her. And we had people who were rooting for us. Okay. And because we had that system, we made it, you know. But our children, completely different. My youngest son, who causes me the most, I won't say heartache. He's a Taurus, so he just is bullheaded, and he gonna do what he want to do when he want to do it, how he want to do it. And him and his girlfriend did it for about a year, and then they split up. And so her family is very, very dysfunctional. They have a ton of healing to do, but they don't want to listen to anyone. And so my grandkids live in our house with, my son lives with me. They live in our house through the weekday because he has them during the week for school, and they go to her house on the weekend. And when they go to her house, when they come back, we have to start over in the train. And so I didn't want to go through an entire summer like that all day long. When, you know, when I came home, I dealt with it after work, but now I'm home. I just didn't want to do that. But looking back now, it was the best thing that could have ever happened. I got to take them to all the parks for free. I don't have no income coming in, but I had one of my husband's clients offered to take me to Disney. And she said, well, I can only get 3 people in, but if you want to take the kids, you know, maybe you could take one or two of them at a time, and you know. And she said, but the first day is just me and you. And so we went to Animal Kingdom, we went to Epcot. She took us to Disneyland. We didn't go to Hollywood Studios. I had free passes for them to go to SeaWorld. And I ended up buying last year, November, I ended up buying a pass to get in for a whole year. So the summer, every week, they went somewhere big. And
wow.
They ended up and so when I sit back and I think about how good God is and how good just, you know, I got it.
Yeah.
Like, I can't complain at all. And so I just try to continue in that in my manifestations.
Yeah.
And like just being good to people, appreciating, being grateful, giving when I can.
Yep.
And yeah, you know.
Yep.
You're on the right path. You know, you just stick with it. Some days we fall a little short, and we have, you know, days that aren't as good as the day before, but you get back on and you just keep going, and it's gonna be all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware. I just want her to get it, you know.
She will.
Cause I ain't come out here to be single 6 years for nothing. Like, I was tired of dealing with the bull crap and, you know, a lot of ones playing games.
Yeah.
And that's the same way I feel. I don't want nobody new.
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting to knowing somebody new. Once we already...
What? You still gonna go through the same stuff.
Exactly.
Just find a person that you... For me, I found someone who definitely mirrored me. We're both Virgos. So when you're in the same sign, it's the hardest thing that you could choose. Because they are definitely mirroring you, but you think that they're so different. So he's always like, you did it. I'm like, but you do the same thing. We're like the same person. But we like the same things. So we're not struggling with well, I want to go and do this, and you want to go and do that. We're not off like that. We like the same things. We're calm, we're quiet. We can come sit at the park. He can go walk if he want to go walk by himself. I can go walk, but we come right back together like we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's what you want to find.
Yeah.
And God'll tell you if it's, even though you may not want to, if she's for you, she will come back. If not, there's somebody that's there for you.
Yeah, now she's 8 weeks pregnant.
Oh,
so it's like
I'm with your baby, right?
You the third person that gets yours, right? Like
you got to make sure these days, because these girls.
I mean, yeah, I know, but
they're a little different.
I mean.
You believe so?
Yeah, I feel like I know it is, because all the time we spent together, all the time, mostly, almost every day.
But she's not talking to you at all?
Nah.
Okay.
I've been sending food, like fruits and stuff, because I'm a big health freak, making sure we eat the right stuff, especially when you're having a baby inside your stomach, you want to give them the right nutrients.
Yeah.
So I've been sending her, food from Instacart and stuff like that, because she only want me going to the door.
Oh, wow.
So it's like, you kind of...
How old are you, may I ask?
Well, I'm 33.
And how old is she?
21, be 21.
Okay.
But the thing is, we had a talk late night. It was about 4 a.m. And I fell asleep while we was on the phone. I get up every day at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And when I was going to rest, it had to be like maybe 12 a.m., 12:30 at night. So I'm like, okay, I got to get some rest. But I like to stay on the phone with her. That's our little connection, our fun we have.
Yeah.
And I dozed off around 4 a.m. When I got the next day, I got up in between that, and I was like, I called her name like Renaya, and she responded, and then I fell out again. The next day, she called me, and she was like, I want to ask you something because, it seemed like you was treating me funny yesterday. And I'm like, treating you funny? What you mean? She like, yeah, I'm assuming that, something was up, like you ain't want to. And I'm like, wait, so for one, you're assuming?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah.
And then, I guess that got a little aggravated. I don't know. And then it went from, her saying, well, why you couldn't just tell me that? And I'm like, wait, but why you couldn't just ask me instead of assuming I was treating you funny?
Yeah.
I've been treating you great. Why would you think I don't have no intention to treat you funny? Like, I seriously love you, divinely, devotedly love you.
Yeah.
So why would you think that of me? And right there, she was like, you know what, this conversation ain't going nowhere. And I'm like, damn, okay. And she like, yeah, bye. And I'm like, okay, bye.
What's her sign?
A Libra.
Oh, okay.
And then
My sister's a Libra, so I'm very full. They very full. It's stubborn. They stubborn when they want it the way they want it.
Yeah, and that's what I've been getting. So,
and you are a
Scorpio.
Oh. Yeah,
and I'm intense, and I like honesty, and I like for you to tell me. I don't like to be thrown out and abandoned and then feel betrayed or played. Like that's not something I like. And I'm giving you my all, and I'm like putting a lot of energy into this.
Yeah.
So.
What do you think that you could have done differently? Your part.
Well,
you could have done differently?
I mean, I feel like everything I said was right. Like you could have just asked me that instead of assuming that wasn't good. And then the day after, I try to call her, and just talk and figure out what's going on. Are you okay? Are you feeling better? And she just responded with a text and said, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be together anymore. And then I'm like, okay. I said something else. I can't remember because I done lost my phone. And then she responded again and said, it's over, give it up. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm like, okay, I just left it. And then I forgot what else it was, something I said to her, and she responded and sent me some type of message, and I just got mad because I felt like you really doing this to me, like to us, pretty much. And I already knew she possibly could be pregnant because we started having intercourse without protection, whatever. We didn't use it in the beginning anyway. When we first started, we didn't use it. But it took us at least maybe, I think 6 months before we finally had intercourse, which to me,
how long y'all been together?
About a year now.
A year.
But we waited 6 years until we finally, because she was a virgin, so she waited 6 months. 6 months until she gave it up. I didn't mind. You could have waited longer, because I'm with you. And I knew she probably was pregnant because I know me.
Yeah.
So.
You have other kids?
Yeah. Okay. That's why I know me. I got 4 daughters.
Okay.
And
daughters. Okay.
So my mom's even told her, look, better be careful. Yeah. He's not a blank shooter. Like, don't play around. And my mom's warned her.
Yeah.
And I just got mad. And I was like, you know what? Go fuck your fucking self. I was mad.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she said something else, and I said, you know what? Don't even tell me no more. You demonic ass fucking female. And I just went in. I'm like,
Yeah.
and she didn't see that part of me before because I got away from that part.
Yeah.
And that's when I realized that I
That you
still
got some
some healing to do, and I still could be, you know, triggered. And
Yeah.
it was from, you know, old things of being abandoned,
Yeah.
used, and played and betrayed. So
Yeah.
I wrote her a letter probably 5 days ago, explaining to her like, look, I really felt, you know, not ashamed, but kind of, you know, embarrassing myself to even stoop that level. But it came from past trauma. It came from me feeling like, you know, you was abandoning me and treating me like I was nothing. And I can be honest and say that that's where it came from. And I'm holding myself accountable for my reactions. And I don't want to end this. I still want to continue. I don't want nobody new. I want to continue going on with this, you know, this
Yeah.
connection and stuff like that. But after this, I don't know, probably 4 paragraphs I didn't wrote to her,
Yeah.
no response.
Okay. And
So
how
it's
long
like-
ago was that?
5 days ago.
Okay.
But I gave it at least probably 2 weeks before I actually wrote to her, you know, because I've been sending, you know, food when I can to do what I can, bring her a book, you know, for us like affirmations, you know, to give her good thoughts and buy crystals, whatever she may need to heal and just, you know, balance herself.
Yeah.
And there's no response. She talked to my mother though,
Okay.
and you
What's
know,
she
that was,
saying to your mom?
my mom didn't really tell me everything. Only thing my mom's told me was, she said she loves you and she care about you. I said, Ma, that doesn't mean anything really.
That means a lot.
I mean, no, it means something, but
Hold on.
your hater can love you.
Hold on. You're wanting an immediate response to a younger woman, because she's 21, you're 33. That's a difference. Who's probably still trying to mature, trying to figure out what life really is about. You took her virginity, so it's new for her. So you got to give her some time to develop into. So just because she is just saying in your terms that she loves you, you know, she thinks you're a great person or whatever, don't mean that she don't want to be with you. You're jumping to those conclusions. She didn't say anything more or less. She just said what she said, and maybe she just needs to, you know, go on her little journey of what am I doing? What am you know? Maybe it was a lot for her, you know, in the beginning. Maybe she feel like, dang, I gave it, you know, I gave my virginity to this person, and he said these things, you know, to me. What is her traumas that she's been through that's causing her to like, let me take a step back? But most of the time, in my experience, it's always about you. Whatever is happening outside of you, if she's not communicating back with you, it's because of what you said. So you're aware and you know it's that healing that you need to. So when you figure out what it is that you need to, the lesson you need to learn in that, then she'll start talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
and,
is
and you on the right path.
which I explain, you know, I expressed that to her in every way possible. You know, I said I know it's new for her, everything else, you know, and then she haven't met nobody like me, but I'm like, you know, I've experienced it 4 times. I got 4 daughters,
Yeah.
so I know how important it is for me to be, you know, there for you. Whether it's massaging you, giving you the right food, you know, rubbing the stomach, let's talking to the baby before it even comes out. I know all that matters, you know. It's just, I didn't want to just hear you love me, because that doesn't mean you want to be with me.
Yeah. That you want it to be the way you
And that's
want
why I wanted to answer, like, do you want to continue this connection or not?
it. Yeah.
You know, and that's what I wanted, not do you love me, because it's a lot of people that love me, but they low-key don't like me, you know, or whatever. Anybody could love you, anybody could care about you, but don't, you know, so I wanted more than just you care about me and like, or love me, you know. I wanted, as we going to continue this, because it's more important. We have a fight.
Yeah.
She had put hands on me, you know, and that's the thing. I didn't forgave her after smacking me 9 times in public one time, and I study kung fu.
These younger women have a tendency of putting their hands on men, and that's just one thing that I haven't come to understand yet, because I see it with my sons, where their girlfriends or their kids' mom at this point does that. They fight, like,
Yeah.
and then I know other people, you know, in that 20-something age where they like to fight, and it's like they're fighting against themselves, and like that's something that I've been kind of like talking to God about, like, why do these young women like to do that? And I can't even say it's just them, because I saw it kind of happen with my generation as well. I'm almost 50.
Yeah.
So I've seen it. But when I sit back and I say, you know, if there's something that I can do to help a younger generation or anybody that like we just talking.
Yeah.
But it's something in this conversation that might help you. Something in the conversation that you might say to me that might help me. And so I ask God a lot, like, what can I do to help, help young women especially give to help them with wisdom.
Yeah.
And you don't have to resort to fighting, because what are you really fighting against?
Yeah.
And so maybe
Yeah.
that's just some things that she's
She did apologize after a few
Of
days.
course, they always do.
And she
They
did say she
apologize.
realized she was
But
afraid.
then they do it again.
Yeah, that's what my
And
mother
did she
said.
do it again after apologizing? Is the question.
Nah, it was another incident where
Uh-huh.
it was beautiful to me, because when it got into a moment where she got triggered again,
Yeah.
she got to where I thought she was going to start, doing it. I said, yeah, you hit me again. Next time I'm going to record it and I'm going to defend myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to have on evidence that I'm defending myself, and I'm not going to let you keep doing that. The first time is okay. It didn't faze me or nothing, but I want you to let that out. Wherever you got it from, let it out.
Yeah.
And the second time, it was like she got in my face, but it wasn't like trying to hit me. She didn't want to hit me at all. She just was more like,
So she learned from her lesson, and you communicating with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I hope that she comes around, and that whatever it is that you need to release inside of you, that really allows her to let her mechanism down to, for y'all to come back together.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you gotten to help raise your children, your girls?
Nah.
No? Okay. And I hope and pray that you get to experience that. I watched my brother, who is, how old is he now? I think he's 41. I think he's 41 or 42 this year, something like that. But he had three kids. The first two boys he had with his childhood friend, and then he had a girl with this British chick, and so he had those three. But then, and he didn't help to raise. He was so young and just didn't, wasn't father-like. So as I'm watching him now, he has two twins with this other girl. He has two twin girls and then two boys. And so four kids over here. And when I'm watching him raise his children now, I see him being the father instead of being another child to that woman who's already a child herself. And it has been beautiful watching him. So I wish that for you, that you get to experience this birth and to really be a father, because it's a difference than just
I know,
or having a child and actually being a parent.
That's why I told her I'm not looking to be nobody's baby daddy.
Yeah.
And I didn't wait 6 years to find a baby mother. Like, I want a wife.
Yeah.
So the first two I had, by my first, she left me to cheat with somebody out here in Florida.
Oh, and you made your way down here.
No, and I didn't see her for 10 years and hear from her. She didn't care about me. She didn't show me pictures, nothing. Yeah, they left at 1 and 2.
Okay.
And I was there the whole entire time, 1 and 2. Cut the placenta, every appointment, everything.
Okay.
Like, I be there. I'm that type.
Yeah.
And, it was like, I don't know, I came home from work one day.
And she was gone.
And my iPad that I let her use was left open. And I seen the conversation with her and the guy. I wish I wouldn't have left you. I should have been with you and all this. I'm like, yo, what the heck?
Okay.
And after that, the next day I came from work, she was gone.
Okay.
And they said, oh, yeah, she just did whatever. Like, I'm like, what you mean she just did? Nah, what the heck? So 10 years, never said nothing. Then tell me why, what happened. So I found out. I started seeing, Facebook, seeing the new guy within, I probably say 3 months after leaving me, already with this new guy, cuddling up, kissing on. I'm saying, yo, this is ridiculous, yo.
Yeah.
So when I got a lawsuit, I decided to leave New York and come somewhere more part of nature.
Yeah.
And that's when I guess she found out that I had a whole bunch of money from a lawsuit. And there was something, now you answer my messages. Now you want me to come around and meet you in person and see my daughters. And it was a beautiful thing. I took them to do a lot of fun things, ride elephants, swim with the dolphins at Discovery Cove, all these fancy things that she probably couldn't afford to do.
Yeah.
And I started seeing that it was becoming a jealousy too. That I was doing these things that she couldn't do.
Yeah.
I moved in the house, changed the refrigerator to double doors, new stove,
Yeah.
pool in the backyard, gazebo, new
Yeah.
floors, furniture, everything. Made it look fancy because people were saying, oh, our house looked like crap. And I didn't like that. Like now when my daughters live, now this shit gonna be hooked up.
Yeah.
And when the money started going, and all I had was my gold left and my watch and my rings,
Yeah.
she started lashing out, treating me different to my people at her job that she finally just got the job back after years. I convinced her, no, you can get it back. Don't doubt, you can get it back. She got the job back at Universal Studios
Yeah.
and then started coming in saying, oh, people at my job treat me better. She was talking about a guy I had to been.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, she started throwing shit at me. And this and that. And then I said, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to the living room and just stay to myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't no more than a day. I stayed on the couch and I just wanted to not be bothered because I practiced peace and just staying away from that drama.
Yeah.
And she kept forcing me, look, you going to talk to me. You ain't going to stop ignoring me and whatever. You going to talk to me when I'm ready for you to talk to me. And I'm like, nah, I don't work that way.
Yeah.
And she got more and more mad that I wasn't being intimate with her and all this other stuff and started threatening me. And I was like, oh yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I got to leave my daughters and all that as much as I don't want to, but I got to protect myself and my peace. So it's time for me to go. And I didn't get to see them grow up.
Yeah.
And then I had met someone else when I was traveling to the country. I went to every state. When I got to Michigan,
That's cool.
yeah, and when I went to Michigan and see the Sleeping Bear Dunes, which is this high, place that's like you can't even climb back up. Once you go down, you can't get back up. Some people got called helicopters.
Oh.
That's how steep it is. It's called the Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Okay.
And I met someone there. She was going through something where I guess, she didn't want to be at her house no more. So when I seen her, she was like, can I use your phone to call my boyfriend? I said, look, it ain't wise to call a boyfriend from another guy's phone.
Right.
I'm just letting you know. She did it anyway and then tells him she called him from a guy phone. I said, why she do that? Now he cursed out. Or, he used a lot of profanity. Oh, it's over. I do this and that and that. First of all, the dude was saying on the phone that he wanted her to come to New York and live with him and his friends was going to be there too. And pretty much his friends was going to be running trains on her. So he wasn't the guy, on the phone. So he wasn't the guy anyway that you want.
Something else.
So he wasn't the guy anyway. So I'm like, okay, you ain't got to stay out here. And then she like this area has a lot of, I guess ex-rapists or people that be, doing like stuff to women. They in this house. They call them like them halfway houses, whatever.
Yeah.
So right there was next to where the bus station was. I got off the bus. I'm getting ready to go there. I'm like, look, if you want, you don't have to feel that way. I'm going to a beautiful place right now. I'll pay your way. You can go on the bus
And
with
she
me.
got on the bus and came
to
Florida. That's how you.
No. We was in Michigan.
Okay.
And I was going to the place in Michigan. So I said, if you want, I'm going to visit the Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Okay.
You can come with me. When I got there, I told her, I have to put on my swim shorts. Do me a favor, please. Stay over there and watch out for people passing by because I don't want to be accused of indecent exposure.
Yeah.
I take that serious. I don't want to be accused for nothing I ain't trying to do.
Yeah.
It go from me trying to change my clothes to her turning around
Y'all have it.
and her coming to, do something I didn't expect her to do. And I'm like, whoa, it's been 2 years since I've been with anybody. And that part of the time, too, I've been single for 2 years. So I'm like, okay, damn, I'm not going to turn this down. And that day, she got pregnant.
Wow.
Yep, that day. And I told her, I said, look, I'm not a joke. I know about my sperm. I did it already 2 times before her. So I said, look, take my number. Because I know you're not ready to go yet and you still want to deal with other things out here. But take my number.
Yeah.
Because if you wind up pregnant, I want you to be able to know who I am and how to find me.
Yeah.
And I was back in New York and she called me and was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I said, yeah, I told you. And then I told her, I'll pay your bus ticket so you can move out here to New York and be with me so we can do this the right way.
Yeah.
And she wound up doing that. But then she had a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Like the parents would,
Most of us do.
yeah, and the parents would get in her ears.
Most of us don't know how to heal. More and more people are getting into it, but a lot of people don't know how to heal.
Yeah. And that's why I'm more patient with this one because, I learned that, okay, the healing is important. Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time.
Yeah.
And if they don't have the right people explaining to them that they have trauma and that it needs to be healed, they don't even know. Most people don't know till they in their 40s and 50s that they need to heal.
Yeah, true. And they think healing is, I'm going to go find somebody new.
Right.
And that ain't healing. Because now you're taking your trauma or your baggage to this next person.
And you just keep adding it,
Yep.
adding, and then you got to reverse all of that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just repeating her story.
Yeah. And then guess what? Then we pass it on to our children.
Yep.
Because we didn't know no better.
Yep.
And so I feel like I've done a good bit with my children of trying to reverse things. But then I see this generation of my grandchildren growing, and I'm like, it feel like everything that I did to try to make sure that they stay healed, it just skipped they just did them and went straight to the grandchildren. I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
this is work.
Yeah, because the women they met that you didn't raise, they the ones that didn't have that healing.
Yep.
So yeah,
And so I just sit there and watch them, and it's like my boys, they kind of, my oldest is still with his kid's mother. Um, they're healing together. Um, but I've seen her like hit on him and stuff like that, and she wants things because of how her parents aren't healed, but she's trying, but she still lives with them, and so their kids, my grandchildren, are seeing the dysfunction between her and her parents.
mm,
So it's like she's trying to tell the parents what to do,
yeah.
but then the parents tell her what to do. You know,
Like she did.
has got a bachelor's degree, but hasn't worked because her sister had a child, and their mother, makes her watch her sister's children along with her children. So she can't go to work and do anything.
Yeah.
And so it just all the dysfunction. And I'm like, Lord, I don't know what to do. I just could do a little bit at a time, just as I see it, just try. But they listen, and then if it seems like it goes in one ear, out the other. And then as years have passed, I'm like, they're getting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a process, and sometimes it's not overnight. Like I could take something, and I can feel like I'm healed from it the next day. Like, okay, I sat with it, I thought about it, I'm good.
Yeah.
If it happened again, I know how to handle it, good. But that's not the norm.
Yeah.
The norm is it takes months or years because it triggers something else that has happened for years.
Yeah, true,
so,
true.
You gotta give her some time. I'm saying all of that to say,
yeah,
just keep doing the things you're doing. But I do wish that you can know for sure that she's pregnant and that she's still going along with the pregnancy, because
that's
we do all kind of things.
That's
And
why I want
I
communication.
don't think it's fair for you to not be
Part of it. Yeah, that's why I want to talk, because I don't know if you decided you didn't want it anymore. That crossed my mind. What if she decided, you know what, I'm going to just have an abortion? I don't know what you did. I could still be sending you food to take care of you in the process of, the pregnancy, and the whole time you had an abortion. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I pray that you get to find that out soon, like in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
I pray that happens for you.
Ashe, I agree.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And you enjoy your moment in nature.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's probably 3 o'clock. I need to get myself back before the traffic gets. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock. But the traffic starts.
Yeah, I need to get back out too and get some more DoorDash in, because I'm about to go to Georgia. Because that's what I do. Since I'm used to traveling, I haven't done it in a while. It's been like maybe 3 years since living out here. I've been so focused on paying rent where I was living at.
Yeah.
So now I'm taking this opportunity to go do what I like doing, which is traveling across this country or wherever the world. And I'm going to Georgia.
So are you leaving Florida and moving to Georgia?
Nah, I don't think I want Georgia.
Okay.
It's not.
Planning on coming back here?
Yeah, especially for her.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on her.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I want to go there to visit. What's the name? The Atlanta, Georgia Botanical Gardens.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
They say it's pretty. That me and my mom gonna start traveling just to see different parts. She likes to travel.
I like Botanical Gardens.
Yep.
They so beautiful.
Let me tell you somewhere to go if you haven't been. I love it. If this one isn't free, this one is the Murakami Japanese Gardens in. It's not Boca, but it's close to Boca Raton, South Florida. I'm trying to remember the name. It's called Murakami. Let me look it up. They're beautiful.
I wonder if I've been there.
They're beautiful. It costs like $16 to get in. It's not a lot. It's Japanese gardens, so like everything.
Yeah, I know.
Is like pristine. It's so.
When I went to Hawaii, the Japanese one out there was so. The Chinese garden, that was beautiful, amazing.
Okay, it said Palm Beach County, but Delray Beach, Florida. It's in Delray Beach.
Where that's at?
It's like about 30 minutes from Fort Lauderdale.
I think I might have been there. Cause I've been around Fort Lauderdale, Gainesville. Like we never went to Gainesville. There's a place called Two Tail Ranch.
I'm gonna
You can ride elephants for $45.
at Two Tail Ranch.
Yup, Two Tails Ranch. You ain't got to go to Africa to experience that. You can go there for $45 and ride an elephant. Yup, you
Right
can
in my backyard.
you can
Didn't
feed
even
the
know that.
elephant. You can ride camels. What else?
And
you
this
can-
is in Gainesville.
Yeah, you can feed lemurs. When I say the lemurs is right here jumping on you, you right there and they like you feed them grapes. They like grapes. So they get you, let you buy grapes and they can jump all over monkeys on your arm like, oh snap, this is amazing. Yup.
Wow.
So I took my daughters to do that. I gave them a great experience. Yup.
Ride elephants. I'm writing that down so I can.
You have the Two Tail Ranch and the other one is giraffe. What is it called? Giraffe something.
Where they at?
That one is in towards Tampa. It's going towards Tampa.
Okay.
Giraffe Ranch. I think it's called the Giraffe Ranch.
Okay. What else you done? Let me write this stuff down on my list of things while I'm semi-retired.
Well, Discovery Cove, I did that one.
I love that. That was a phenomenal experience. But I think out of all the trips that I have taken and done, which I haven't done a whole lot, Florida, I've explored Florida because my dad lives in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. My mom, they got divorced when I was 30-something years old. She ended up in Texas, so I saw Texas, and then she worked for the VA hospital, so she would just kind of bounce around. And I went to see her when she was in Iowa, which is nothing. But the most precious trip that I would do over and over and over and over again is the Grand Canyons.
Oh yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Have you been?
I didn't go to the Grand Canyons. I went past it, but I did the Antelope Canyon, which is the underground with the red sand and the
Okay.
beautiful different shapes. And I did the horse bend,
Okay.
which is the circle with I did those parts. I didn't do the Grand Canyon though.
When I tell you, it is so breathtaking. It was scary because I had my kids were little then. They were like 5 and 10, and they were running, boys playing, and there's no railing or anything. And the group of people that we were with, there was this like teenage boy. Let's say that tree that's right there, this first tree. I was walking with a group of people, everybody kind of like walking around, and I just saw him jump, and I ain't see him no more.
Wow.
And I was totally freaked out. And I turned around and I was like, I can't handle this. I just can't handle this. This too much. I left my kids. Thank goodness my mother and my sister were there because I turned around and I left them. I couldn't handle it. I was just traumatized and gone. I went back to the bus and sat on the bus. And he came and he apologized to me. I was in there just crying. I was like, oh my God, he died. He came and he was like, I'm the one who jumped. I'm so sorry. They told me that you came back to the bus, and I want you to come back down there with me. It's another ledge that's right there. You couldn't see it from where you were, but the only way to get down there was to jump down there, but you walk back up another way. And I just was like, you don't you ever do that again. You know, it was horrible, but the view, it's like you just connect with God there. It's freaking amazing. I can't wait till one day go back there.
Yeah, it's a lot of hidden things about the Grand Canyon
Oh my
that has to do with us and stuff like that. So
of course, so like I can't wait to go back there and experience it with no children. You know, where I could just feel free to like not watching like, well, get back over here. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was.
But try the Antelope Canyons though. It's beautiful. Yeah, you go underground. That's the red sand, and then it has like shapes that look like a woman. Then there's another shape that looks like a lion, made out of the rocks by natural. Just the nature did it itself. It's beautiful. Yeah. But the Navajo, they'll pretty much lead you through the way because the Navajo don't trust people. I guess they won't even let you take like a purse. There's certain things they won't allow you to take just doing this whole trail, whatever. Yeah, because it's sacred ground and things like that. But surprisingly, they let me do whatever I wanted. I guess out of the whole group, they seen something about me because I always wear this.
You could tell.
and
Yeah.
they let me walk with my shoes off.
Essence is already there.
Yep, they let me leave the group. They let me meditate. I did a music video real quick, all that. So I had fun. Yeah, so,
That's awesome.
yep.
Good, good. All right, well, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you.
Best wishes.
Gratitude.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's all gonna work out. You just gotta sit back and release whatever it is that's stopping her from coming towards you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get myself out of here so
Okay.
I can beat this traffic before it starts getting all backed up right there.
All right, you enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's why it's always grateful to meet the feminine energy too, divine feminine energy that has wisdom. Wisdom is important. That's why it's important to listen and not ignore someone when they may have some wisdom and something that can enlighten you. But sometimes people come from traumas to where some just want them to listen as if they're trying to control them. But we have to determine the difference between the difference between, hold on. You see, be hitting the spot. Hold on, one more. One more seed, hold on. Okay. The difference between somebody trying to control you and someone trying to uplift you, or working to uplift you, not trying but doing what they can to uplift you. Because that's what it's all about. It's about patience and understanding. And I have those things, but it was great to see that there was things I had to work on a little more because I've been ignoring and avoiding those things for 6 years, like I even told the goddess. And I had to come to that conclusion or that level of awareness that, okay, I did control many different things and I can, let go, I can do this, I can do that. But because I was forced to do that by me not having to be able to have the chance to be around my daughters. But I had to realize when I finally connected with someone else again after 6 years, that there was more that I had to heal. Because I thought after being patient 6 years and working on myself and healing and uplifting myself, that I would find someone that wouldn't abandon me or betray me or even make me feel that way. Even if they didn't, even make me get that feeling. And that caused a trigger. And that's why I wrote that letter expressing that I'm aware that, I shouldn't have operated in that way. But I'm also aware why I did that and I didn't really mean it. So it's not really my intentions. My intentions is to only be great, divine, and beautiful to my connection. And marry her and treat her like I was going to say deserve to treat her as she deserved to be treated and how I intend to treat her from the very get-go. And that's the same intentions I had for the other ones too, but the way they did me just made me feel like, damn, it's a waste of energy and this, that, and that. So I protected my energy. And it's like I became a virgin all over again after 3 years, because 3 years I came out here and found my daughters, and then their mother wanted to have sex with her because, I guess she missed me in certain type of ways, and I agreed to it because I felt that would be a part of healing for her. But then when I didn't want to do that no more, and come to find out she was pregnant again for the third time, I didn't want to do that anymore. And then she started acting the way she started acting. She was mad I didn't want to be in an actual relationship or a connection. I was giving her that part she wanted, which was sexual, energy, but we wasn't together though. We always together through spirit, through some type of way, because we had seeds and we connected through that, sexual connection, but I didn't want to be in that type of connection with her. And I wasn't messing with nobody else while doing that with her either. I stopped doing it with the one I was doing it with, so when I started doing it with her, I was no longer doing it with the other person that I had met. And after 3 years of being, out here and then meeting her and being with her for about a year, maybe, I think a year or maybe a year and a half. After that, I invested 3 years in no sex at all. And then I met this beautiful goddess and just been doing a lot to let her know she deserves great things, someone great, someone that wants to treat her the way I want to treat her. She's someone I value, somebody I'm devoted to, and someone that is worthy no matter what. No matter what others went through, no matter what your past relatives been through. We are here to break these curses. We are here to stop that, that trauma I don't know what I want to say. Life will repeating itself over and over, but and I know I go hard because my mom was mistreated, and I ain't gonna be nothing like my father in the way he treated her. So I worked a long time on this personality or this way or this mindset or whatever part of me to not be the way he was, or the way a lot of these guys are. And nowadays, a lot of these women is being acting the way that these guys act. Or some of them already been that way, but I choose not to be that way. And if I upload this on YouTube, may some of y'all get some enlightenment and, you know, hear wisdom from me, hear some wisdom from the goddess I was just talking to, you know, how her and her husband started off a little, you know, rough, whatever, and they had backbone, you know, what they had ones to be there by their side, a mother figure, you know, to uplift and care and not be the type of mother like, oh, F him, girl, who cares about these men? Nah, she had good, you know, mother figures, her mother and his mother, so. And that's what I want too, someone to be there, not just for me, but be there for her. And that means my mother too, to be there for her, and, you know, so that she matters and stuff like that. Oh, mushrooms, 2 different mushrooms. So yeah, so I'm gonna end this right now. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna lay down on this grass, relax for a moment, and may y'all all have a beautiful rising and treat each other great, like for real. All this toxic, negative drama stuff a lot of people are doing out here, it ain't necessary. It ain't gonna work for you, because when you finally realize, who knows how many stages down the line, it might be too late, who knows, but better get it while you can. It's kind of like a store closing out with the best sale you ever seen in your life. You better get it while you can, because it ain't always a chance you're gonna get that type of deal or that type of sale. So, and that's why I don't care to meet nobody new. I don't care to keep doing this over and over and taking the challenge and testing it, you know, because the next one could be worse, the next one could be better. You know what I'm saying? But to me, there is no better. It's about you working on each other so you can have the best you both deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because we all deserve the best. We all deserve great connections and experiences like that. You just got to go through the rough edges first before it becomes smooth. And that's just like when you build something out of wood. It got rough edges. It got, you know, sticks that stick and give you a splinter and everything else. But when you use the sander, you know, to sand it down and all that, smoothing it out and polish it, it looks better than you thought it would after the job is done. Divine heart. Ashe. Divine devotion to